cool. I'll just record us and introduce you on the show. And Sean Lennon here with Fightlete Report. Check it out. A lot of things coming down the pipe work. We've got interviews from Elite Fight Night coming out your way. August 14th, we'll be there live. So expect a lot of live content that we're going to be producing out there. And also check out Brian Akins. He's going to be fighting Tyler Veal at 165 pounds. He's normally competes in the lightweight division, and it's been a while since we've seen Brian Akins on the Fightlete Report. You know, talking about his upcoming fight. Of course, we had him on Dominion MMA and the remote broadcast we did. And make sure to check out Elite Fight Night, August 14th, Gary, Indiana, training at Dominion MMA, 165-pound catchweight with Tyler Veal. Going to be an exciting fight. Don't miss it. Be there live.
It's a pleasure, Sean. Thank you for having me back on. I always love getting interviewed by you, man. It's always awesome, man. You interviewed me way back in the day in the amateur days, and now we're here for my return. Man, it just feels right. So I appreciate you having me on. It's always
anytime. No, the pleasure's mine, man. You know, finally you talked about this opportunity to fight MMA, being prepared for it over 3 years. Obviously, we talked about you coming back at the remote broadcast, but now that you had a face, you had a date, you had a venue, you had all those things that were missing before. How does it feel?
It feels good. Like when we originally had our interview, I had the October one, which is still on the table. I still want to fight Austin Smith, but I wanted to fight in the summer from the beginning, but nothing opened up. Like none of the matchups are right, shows weren't right. And then I believe like this one just came out of nowhere. And Tyler Scott told me about it, and I jumped on it because I wanted to fight in the summer. October was too late. I didn't want to wait till the fall. I've been training my butt off, man. So like when I saw there was an opportunity to come up, even though it's at a different weight, whatever, I'll take this matchup. I'll go in there. I'll be a little more comfortable because the weight cut, it's been a while since I made 55, even though I'm a lot lighter than I was before when I was competing. It's going to be a comfortable weight to make for me. And then I'll have a matchup that I like. So it'll be a lot of fun. I just wanted to compete in the summer so my buddies could see me fight and I could just get in there, man, because I've been talking about it for so long. It's time to make it happen. Definitely.
And you know, how did it feel to get contacted by Elite Fight Night? Obviously, they were also Elite Amateur Fight League. You know, talk about, you know, your reaction to fighting for a big promotion, for a big fighter, a big card that's, you know, really getting a lot of steam, getting a lot of traction, being promoted well.
It was pretty cool. The main thing is I know a lot of the new pros, Jesse promoting, he's really big on like some of my teammates I've had, Tyler for sure because of the tournaments, Detrell Coslow, Brianna Kristen, like James, Chris Sanchez. Like he's big on like because he's had them compete. I was pro when that blew up, so I never got a chance to jump on there, and I was out from injury. So it's cool to be able to jump on that show that all my buddies have been on, and I get to show, you know, what's up. You know, it's been a while, and it's cool to be involved with that promotion. They're actually doing pro fights on there. Like that's awesome. So I'm glad to be a part of that, especially the first one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I'm sure you're excited, you know, to go out there and show your skills, but just, you know, the crazy times we have, getting an opportunity like this to fight, and you're not going, you know, too far out of state as well.
Yeah, pretty. Richie was supposed to fight, but his opponent pulled out like that day, so we didn't have to fight. But we had Charlie compete, and then we had a few other guys on there. But it was nice to get out there and see the venue, and I love the whole setup, like the Railcat Stadium. That's awesome. Like it looks awesome at night too.
Definitely. And so you guys did have a win, right, from your team?
We went undefeated that night, even though Charlie won. He got a submission in the third, and then Richie. His opponent backed out, so like we consider that a win too. But so
I got you.
Awesome.
Congrats. I like to hear it about them. You know, obviously, you know, talk about you're an integral part of Dominion MMA. You're currently, doing stuff with the gym, management, teacher, you're coaching.
Yeah, that's been a big like learning experience. Like I've leveled up, like we talked about before, like coaching it, being around it. Like I'm there 6 days a week, man. I'm doing all, me and Coach Tyler out there doing it all, man. And to get out there and compete, and while we're leading the school, the kids, the teens, the adults, our own fight team, all of that is it's amazing. And trust me, it's a lot of work. Obviously, it just sounds like a lot of work, but
Sure.
we put in the time, and that's going to show in our competition. Like it shows with Tyler. You've seen him. You've seen his last several fights. Like he turned pro and then just boom, next one, the next one, the next one. That's the same energy that I'm looking to get into. Like depending on how my health is, that's the energy I want to do. I want to get in there. I want to get this one done on the 14th, get in there and be healthy. And then I want to get back in there in October and see what I can do, man. Because I feel like I'm a dark horse right now because I've been out for so long. People expect me to come back rusty. People expect me to come back and take another L because before I was out, Sean, I won my debut as a pro and lost 3 straight decisions, 1 in 3. But you and everyone else know I'm a lot more talented than that record, and that's what I'm itching to go out there and show. I think about it every day.
Yeah, and they were tougher guys too. It sounds like they were easy fighters,
Yeah, I took a lot of tough. Corey Jackson, phenomenal fighter. Jose Martinez, tough experience. He was on Team Stipe, the Ultimate Fighter. Mike De La Vega, he's a beast, man. Great striker. I fought tough guys, and I'm one of those tough guys. So it's just my turn to go out there and make my mark, man. Because I've been in there. I'm a vet out here.
Definitely, we're excited to see it. It's going to be amazing. The 14th, man. I think we all want to get ready, look our best. You know what I mean? I know myself too.
I say when you get out there, are you gonna be are you commentating? Are you gonna be interviewing guys after their fights and everything?
Yeah, I'm hopefully not doing commentary, but hopefully doing what I normally do. But from what I gathered from the promoter, we're gonna have some kind of place that we can interview you guys, even though we may not be in like the cage side.
Okay.
Because it's very restrictive, but they said that you'll be available for media and whatnot. Hopefully, nothing changes. God willing. Things can always change on a fly, and I'm just happy to be there at the end of the day. But it's tough to like go to an event if you're just really gonna sit on your hands and not do anything. If you're me, so many restrictions now with the mixed martial arts. It's really killer, it buzzkill. We had another event we're going to cover. I won't mention it, but the restrictions came through and it wasn't worth our time covering. So, this will hopefully be worth our time. The fact that it's like an outdoor venue as well, benefits.
That helps.
Yeah. So I know you're excited for that, right? You're excited to be in Railcat Stadium, home of the Gary Railcat.
Yes. It looks awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Like the setup is cool. Yeah, it was cool. I'm excited to be in there. We got a lot of people coming out for this one.
Awesome.
Perform in front of them. I got a game opponent, man. Tyler Veal he's a beast. He has a very, very tough style. His style could be seen as the kryptonite to my style because of the pressure against the cage, the takedowns, the size. Like there's a lot going into this that I had to prepare for in camp, and I'm just excited to see if my formula works against his. I'd like to see where I'm at now, and then just play from there. May the better fighter win. Like I got a lot of respect for him. He's fought some tough guys. We have some mutual friends. These teammates of his that I know, my guys that know him. I had some guys come into my camp who had fought him and do like game planning against them. I had wrestlers come in, giving me different looks. So there's some things I'm looking to implement just to see like where I'm at skill wise as a professional fighter, just to see where I'm at, if I've improved, because I didn't take an easy one back. I took this one. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
And, I'm excited, man. That just shows I'm game. I've always been game, and I'm excited to go in there and see what's up.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And we've had Tyler Veal on the show before. Great guy, you know, like you said, really competitive fighter. You know, he was, you know,
Yeah.
coming into his amateur to pro. I mean, he had like about five wins in a row, and you know, hasn't yet. You know, he's stepping in the cage with you as a professional for first time.
Yeah, pro debut, man. It says a lot about him too, because I'm a vet, and to take on a vet in your debut says a lot about confidence and what you believe. So that respect to him for that, and yeah, let it be a fun night for us and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely excited for this one, man. This is going to be one of those fights people are going to be talking about, I feel. Now, who's helped you prepare for the fight specifically? How have they helped you? I know you're working with the coach, Dan Mulraney. That's your coach, even though, you know, he works at MMA Stop, he's in charge of MMA Stop as well. So talk about how that's going and who he's brought in to help you as well.
Yeah, so I do like my pad work, my technical work, and game planning with Coach Danny at Dominion. During our fighter practices, we had pros come in. We had a few guys come in specifically. I had some Greco-Roman wrestlers come in, and we worked some takedowns, some defense, some counter wrestling. Me and Tyler Scott, obviously, we've been training partners for a while now. Josh Streaker came through. He's the main event of the show. He came through from Albuquerque for a little bit, and we got some work in. We did some technical work. We got to see kind of like where we were at, because we hadn't sparred in a while. So it was nice to see like our evolution kind of like compete again, because we've always been competitive, me and Streaker. And now that's transitioned. Me and Tyler competitive, like we're all high level guys, so we love to get in there and see like what's working now, what's new. But yeah, I had a lot of guys coming in. One of the Downers Grove wrestling coach, his name is Danny Balderas. He's come in and done a lot of work with me and helped me out. You might know this fighter, Angelo Rivera.
Yeah.
He hasn't fought in a little while, but he's looking to come back and make his pro debut. He's been in my camp helping out with different things, sparring and wrestling. Yeah, he's not a small guy either. So like it was some fun rounds with him as well. But no, it's been the complete package, man. It's felt good to get back to hard rounds of sparring and being in a fight camp, and then my physical shape and cardio, the intensity, just having that intensity again. It felt familiar, Sean. It makes me very excited.
Great. Do you, now is there any weight cut for this that's happening this week to make 165, or how is that going along?
Yeah, for this fight, I wanted to put on weight so I could cut weight, so it wasn't like I was showing up and I had to like keep my clothes on. Like I've been going through like this 8-week lifting program. One of my coworkers, shout out to Nathan, he gave me a lifting program to follow. I've changed up my diet a bit so I can put on some mass and still keep my speed and athleticism, because the biggest mistake is doing that and then being slower, defense not being as good. I found a balance because I've had the time to figure it out. So I put on weight. Everyone that hadn't seen me in a while always comments on it. Like they notice like a change in my physique a little bit, and that's good. That means I did it right. And yeah, I just put on some weight. So it's going to be like I got like, I'd say a little less than 10 pounds for my weight cut, which is nothing compared to 40 would be for 55. So it's nothing. So it's a clean cut, so nothing too crazy. I'll feel really good the night of.
That's good, man. Yeah, the weight cut always seems to be like last minute drama, and it follows you. It follows fighters all the way to UFC. It follows them all the way to title fights. It never goes away. I mean, especially if they've had habits, right? So
I'm going to 55 after this one. If it's meant to be, I would go back 55. I don't plan on sticking around 65 just for this one. And then 55 is where I'm meant to be. I mean, I'm 6'1". I'm a big 55er, man, and it's a weight I'm used to making now. I made a science out of it, so it's not too difficult to make it. 45 is a bit too much. I made 49 for my pro debut, and everyone asked me to promise them I would never do that again because I look like The Walking Dead. So that most likely won't happen again unless it's Dana White telling me to do so.
Definitely. I know. I forget that you did fight at 145.
49. So it was a
149.
catchweight. Yeah, it was a
Okay.
catchweight against Anthony Lorenzo. No one would fight me at 55 for my pro debut. I guess it's a scary pro debut, so losing more weight was the alternative during Thanksgiving. So I decided I needed to get my debut out of the way. All right, I'll cut the extra weight.
Sure.
And that I don't plan on doing it again. Like, I got the job done, but it did not feel great.
Yeah, that was crazy against Anthony Lorenzo a while ago.
Yeah, that one was more of like one of those, like, I need to just get these points. Like, it kind of stunk to not be able to have that extra explosion, because I didn't want to wrestle, but I had just enough energy to not get taken down as much and then land some straight punches. Like, that I didn't like, because I like to try to go for the finish as soon as I see it. I don't like to hang in there and just
Definitely.
fight, just take hits. I want to get in there, get the job done, get out, celebrate, do it again.
Oh, it sounds like a great plan. Hopefully it does work out for you.
Ideally, yeah. I would hope so. Yeah, I'm excited, Sean. I'm excited to get in there. The opportunity is what I relish the most. I'm just grateful to have an opportunity again. Like, the confidence is there, the peace of mind is there. I mean, there's the normal fight stress with, like, a busy schedule, especially with coaching, and you're all over the place. Like, you're coaching, getting this done or that. You got life dramas. It all seems to happen at the same time, but you get through it. It just makes you stronger. And if it's a passion that you have, you'll figure out a way to get it done. And that's what I've told myself these years. And now I'm here.
And do you look at the fight as a reward? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know you were. Are you still there? You kind of froze up on me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, you feel like the fight is like a reward for all you've had to endure in the past few years, watching your teammates be able to compete, and, watching, most of the MMA community, compete. This is a reward for you?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't feel like I'm rewarded until the ref grabs me and he tells me the fight's over.
Okay.
That's when I feel rewarded. But I am grateful that I got to this point and that I'm here. Like, I could have easily been like, oh man, I don't know if I could do this again. This is kind of hard. Like, this fight camp, man, I don't like this feel. This hurts. No, I love it, man. I love MMA. And I mean, the journey is part of the reward if you're looking at it the right way, but I won't truly feel rewarded until they raise my hand. And it's a big one. Regardless, I got to be happy just to be able to compete again. But that truly, the competitive side of me says I need to get my hand raised before I feel the reward truly. And then also, like, regardless of outcome, like, say, because it's MMA, anything can happen, especially when you take high-level fights. Regardless of outcome, the support that I have from the families at Dominion, my team, my teammates, everyone close to me, my buddies that grew up with me, that support is priceless. And seeing that come together again along with this fight and everything, that's really what makes me happy. It, like, lit a fire under me and set my soul on fire too. And that's a feeling you can't pay for that. That's just something it's just passion. That's just what passion brings in.
And then we got Tyler Scott, your teammate, also fighting on the same card. So, talk about that fight and how excited are you to see him perform?
Yeah, Tyler Scott and Rico.
Yep.
Yeah, can you still hear me, Sean?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Your video just went out. And who else you said you're excited to see fight? Are you still there? Brian, you there? Oh.
Can you hear me, Sean?
Yeah, I can. So you said you were excited not only for Tyler Scott's fight, but another teammate of yours?
They can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, my phone overheated, so
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
here. My phone overheated. That's why I can probably
No
shut
worries.
off.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, I had it in the car here. But okay.
So we're talking about your teammate Tyler Scott is fighting. How excited are you to see him compete?
Very excited, man. He's had some opponent changes, I believe. I don't know what opponent they're on now. But he's had a few opponents, and I think he's waiting on confirmation of who's going to end up fighting. But no, I'm excited, man. He looks awesome. He's been improving as well. We also have Richie. You interviewed him before. He's fighting as well on the show.
Okay.
Richie, I don't know who Richie's opponent is, but I'm looking forward to seeing him compete because before on the last show for EAFL, that's his opponent, like I said earlier, backed out. So he'll finally get a chance to go in there and compete because he's been looking awesome as well. Like we were talking about earlier, he trains with us all the time, and he's putting in a lot of work. And it was really heartbreaking to see him not get a chance to compete when we showed up there. So it'll be awesome to finally see him get one in there on the same show as Coach Tyler and I. So like that means a lot to have that too as well.
Definitely. I mean, that's going to be exciting, of course, being on a big fight card with them. And what can we expect when you make your return, Brian?
Sorry, should I say that again?
I said, what can we expect when you make your big return?
You can expect me to be, you just expect me to be sharp, excited to be in there, and just expect me to be on. Like, it's hard to really know what to expect guys that have been out for a while. I know, like, I think Dominic Cruz said he doesn't believe in ring rust. A lot of guys believe in that. I believe I'm going to look better than I've ever looked before. I believe I'm going to have a great performance. And I believe I have a tough opponent in front of me that should bring out a new level in me. So I expect a good night, and I'm just excited to go in there and celebrate with my team and my buddies and enjoy myself.
True. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, all your teammates can, say that they're seeing what you're doing. So their judgment matters the most, right?
True.
Well, Brian, I appreciate you being on the Fightlete Report, man. If there's anyone you'd like to shout out, go ahead. Time is yours, but I appreciate you, and I'll see you out there on the 14th for Elite Fight Night debut event.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just a quick shout out to Mania Martial Arts. My family there, they're awesome. My family at MMA Stop, love you guys too. The support from you guys is amazing. And all my sponsors and supporters for this return fight, all of you. There's so many of you. I had a long day, so I'll make sure to get all my logos on my shorts and my shirts. So all my sponsors, shout out to you. Chicago Toy Company, True Cash. We got, what else we got? We got a bunch of them. I'm a Beast Apparel, and the rest of you guys will make sure you're on my shorts. But thank you, Sean, for having me on your show. It means a lot, man, to talk to you and get to kind of like release the info before the match. It means a lot to have that. Your support means the world to me.
Hey, I appreciate you, taking the time to be on the show as always, Brian. And, best of luck to you. Everybody check it out. Brian Akins takes on Tyler Veal, Elite Fight Night, and it's going to be amazing. Check it out, August 14th. Check it out live if you can. Gary Railcat Stadium. Ticket information, of course, go to Elite Fight Night promotions for that. We'll be posting that in this video as well. But if you can, I'm sure it's going to be streamed somewhere or be recorded. So you guys will check out a great contest. I noticed that they have you billed as on the poster, man. They have you billed as a welterweight bout.
Yeah, I double checked the contract when I saw that. I was like, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay, 165. Yeah, I know. I saw it. It threw some people off, and I was like, no, 165. The streaker's usually 170, and I'm usually 155. And streaker's making his 155 debut, and it looked like I was making a 170 debut. I was like, oh no, guys, not that much weight. I mean, 5 pounds it's a big deal to me.
Definitely. That's a huge. That's gonna be interesting to see streaker at 155, man.
Hey, he's gonna be sharp, Sean. He's been looking good. He's gonna be sharp at 55. He's a problem.
Yeah, you guys are kind of switching a little bit, off a little bit. Not
it's funny to see.
Yeah, trading places for this fight card, but
just for a little bit. I mean, I think he's gonna stay there for a while. I know he's got goals to be in the UFC and everything. I'm just saying where it takes me. Like he's gonna make it there. I'm gonna see how I feel these ones this year. I just want to make a statement, man. I'm not coming back just to come back. I'm coming back because I believe I'm sharper than ever, and I hope things play out, man. I just got to go in there and show up. That's it.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you again being on the fight board, Brian. Best of luck to you, August 14th. Hopefully, I'll see you out there.
Thank you, sir. I will see you, Sean. Talk to you soon.
You too. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Anytime.